Hey students, Bruce Ingram again, your instructor, and I just wanted to introduce this module to you. It's about the second great awakening. Now, last week we talked about manifest destiny, and it discussed, or the whole module did, about how settlers came across the continent of the North America, that the United States began to have dealings with the Indians and the Trail of Tears. We also dealt with Mexico and how the Mexican-American War worked out. And then we went all the way over to the Pacific coast with that. Now what we want to talk about is the Second Great Awakening and what's happening during this period of reform in American society, because it started with the Second Great Awakening and kind of transcendentalism. And what people are beginning to do is they're starting to question things. Wait a minute. If the Bible says this, then why are we having slavery? And so there came different ideas about it, that people began to question what happened, that you had people begin to question abolition. Should you have it? Now, in our society, we go, well, of course you shouldn't have slavery. But when you've had slavery literally since the beginning of humankind, it was hard for them to think free thoughts like we think of today. Okay. Also, they began to reconsider the position of women. Charles Finney was one of the largest, most attractive preachers at that time. And when he would come in and do a meeting somewhere, usually up in the Erie Canal section of Northeast America, he would come in and he would ask women to take part in his services. Now, they wouldn't preach or anything like that, don't think that, but they would give testimony, sometimes even pray. They were visible, and people were like, wait a minute, how can a woman do that? So they began to move in that direction. Charles Finney went on to become the second president of Oberlin College, if you know anything about that. But it was a religious movement that kind of propelled the mainstream denominations, the Baptist, Methodists, and Presbyterians, into the forefront at that time. Now, that's what the whole module is about. Remember, the discussion board this week is going to be dealing with that. This week, module 7, you're just about through. I know that's a good feeling. And then it's going to be about your final project. That all you need to do this week is do an outline and begin to get your thoughts together. And some of you have already submitted your final project, so we'll have those. Now, remember, you got to have the required sources for your final project, and which is your primary source, and then also your scholarly journals. Most of you are doing a good job. I look forward to reading your final projects, and I will see you on the discussion boards by Thursday. Take care. Bye-bye.